Good Erev Shabbos. As I mentioned yesterday, this week's Torah portion is the portion of Acharei Mot, which means after the death. And it speaks about after the tragic death of Aaron's two sons, half of his family. Nadav and Avihu passed away, and Aaron was devastated. And God speaks to him after the death of his two sons. But interestingly, in the Torah portion, as I mentioned yesterday, it speaks of the verse that says that we should do the Torah mitzvahs v'chai b'hem, and we should live with them. We should be enthusiastic about them, and we should choose life. And the question is, it's interesting because the name of the portion speaks about death, but in the portion it speaks about life. And the truth is, that in a certain sense, the Torah is giving us the Jewish answer to October 7th, to devastating and tragic things. October 7th was a day of death, a day of carnage, a day of sadness, a day of pain for the Jewish people. People chose to hate, to kill, to maim, to murder. And what the Torah is telling us, what's our response supposed to be to that? V'chai b'hem. We have to live more. They tried to stop us from living. They tried to stop us from being Jewish, from celebrating our life, from celebrating our Judaism, from celebrating our love to God and to the Jewish people and to the land of Israel. Now we have to do v'chai b'hem. We have to reconnect our heritage, become closer to who we are, celebrate Shabbos, celebrate the holidays, celebrate Judaism, celebrate our community, celebrate the commandments, celebrate the Torah, celebrate the tradition of 3,340 years. And what the Torah is trying to tell us is that the answer to Acharei Mot, what do you do after such a devastating day and time that still continues? V'chai b'hem. We have to live enthusiastically as Jews. We have to celebrate what it means to be Jewish more than ever. If you didn't keep Shabbos till now, try to keep it. If you didn't light Shabbos candles, try to light. If you never made Kiddush, try to make Kiddush. If you never wrapped tefillin, try to wrap tefillin. If you never kept kosher, try to keep a little more kosher. If you never studied, take a Torah class. Involve yourself in Jewish charities. V'chai b'hem. The answer to Acharei Mot is to live, is to be a better Jew, to be a prouder Jew. Not to let them take away the zest for life from us. Acharei Mot is v'chai b'hem. You know, through our dear friends Dan and Shoshana, we are honored to have a family that's just came from Israel. The name is the Cutler family. And the Cutler family spent 20 hours with their 4 children in Kfar Aza, in a bomb shelter, hiding from Hamas till they were saved. They have friends that are still in Gaza. They're devastated, they're shattered. And our kind friends have brought them to America for a few weeks to get a break, and they will be speaking for us in 10 days to the community, telling them about what they've experienced. But I was in touch with them before Passover, and then again after Passover, and I asked him, how was your Passover Seder? And he said, how good could a Passover Seder be when your friends are still in captivity, when your friends are still in Gaza, people that you knew, that you grew up with, when your community is devastated. But he said, yet at the same point, we celebrated Passover, we celebrated the traditions, we embraced who we are, what Judaism is. We celebrated as Jews the traditions that we've been doing for thousands of years. That's the answer to Hamas. That's the answer to those who hate us on campuses and those who are anti-Semitic and spewing hate. Acharei Mot, after such devastation, you won't get us to be meek. You won't get us to hide. You won't get us to run away. You won't get us to come with trembling knees. V'chai b'hem. We will live even more as Jews. We will even more proudly celebrate our Judaism with our kippahs, with our chai necklaces, with our traditions, because ultimately we will prevail. Shabbat Shalom.